time for baseball on MLB Network. Today it'll be Diamond Dynasty Baseball between the 51s. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. He will lead this one off today. And the pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And that one just missed outside. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Coming to the plate now, Ted Williams. First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Guerrero. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Here's J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence.
Threw it right past him, a swing. Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two call. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Catch made out there by Kemp, and there's one gone. Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
3-0 to him now. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. On a line, that's a base hit. Stepping in, Albert Pujols. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground. Griffey Jr., the runner at first with one gone in the inning. 1-1. Runners off for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that's the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Two outs here with a runner at third. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
3-0 pitch. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. On the move is Kemp. He's got it, and they get out of the. At the plate, Stan Musial. He'll get us started in the top of the second. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the powerful center fielder, Matt Kemp. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Williams is there. 2 down. Now in the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
No score here as we play inning number 2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Pujols is there, and the side is. Stepping into the box, Ted Williams. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Left fielder, Ted Williams.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Ramirez is up with it, and he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single. Hershiser sets. Here comes the first pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he lays off for ball 1. Piazza has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that to rest. He has absolute ice water.
Situation here with 2 on and nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. And he's safe. So it's back to the top of the order now. And stepping up the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. A ball and no strikes.
Heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Full count now, 3-2. Williams at third, Piazza on second, Bauer at first with no outs. Payoff pitch one more time. Chopped weakly to the left. The second for one, but they will not have a shot at two. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game. Riding in once again, Ken Griffey Jr., and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. He's running. Strike taken to throw.
He's safe.
Throw won't get him. Pulled toward right center field. Kemp giving chase. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game. So a man at third here with two gone. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. No balls and one strike. One strike to Pujols. Lifted in the air to center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track in the inning. Leading off the inning, Mike Schmidt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
So digging in now, George Brett, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
1-1 the count now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Drifting over is Guerrero, and he has it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Oral Hershiser. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
In there, a base hit. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Hershiser, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off. And this one gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. He got him. Lively fastball. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Babe Ruth. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line drive to center field. Kemp is right there, 1 down. Now to the plate, Chipper Jones reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch coming, here it is. Late that time for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Hit out towards second. On to first as they're able to take care of Chipper, 2 away. Striding into the box, Ryan Sandberg. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Standing in, Ted Williams comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Now another 1-2. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped him up. Pujols over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Stan Musial. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time. And so stepping in, Ted Williams. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Ted Williams.
Hard hit to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Piazza. He reached on a single in his first try. Hershiser sets. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. The pitcher, Trevor Bauer, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Digging in to try it again, Vladimir Guerrero. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch is a breaking ball, taken down and away for ball 1. Guerrero in front, 2-0 to Vlad.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
This is flared out towards second. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. So a runner in scoring position. Jake McGee answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. Here's Albert now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 3 runs already home here. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
It's up to a 3-2 full count now. The next 3-2. And they don't even want to mess with Pujols here with a base open, so they'll go ahead and put him aboard. At the plate, Babe Ruth hit the ball pretty well. Josh Hader answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So here's Matt Kemp now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Scorched to third. And that's going to be a base hit for Kemp. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He popped out in his first trip. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Kemp gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Turned on down the line. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. He pulls into third safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Ready for another chance? Mike Schmidt hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall in right field. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well. Now at the plate, George Brett. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And it's fouled away. A runner at second, nobody out. This is pulled into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Standing in, Josh Hader. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. Victor Martinez will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Slapped hard the opposite way. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Ramirez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Victor Robles will come on now and pinch run here. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the second or third time in a game.
Runners going. Pitch inside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Robles, the runner at second with one away. 3-1. Ted Williams is on deck. Hit Weekly back to the mound. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close. Digging in, Ted Williams. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Skied into straightaway right. Guerrero has a play, and that retires the side. Darren O'Day, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Digging in once again, Chipper Jones. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Chipper Jones.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Jones, a native Floridian, is most often considered a third baseman, but he's actually playing shortstop for his club in this one.
Yeah, this would usually scare me a little bit. Third base being such a reactionary position and then going over to short and that being more of a rhythm and timing. Creating footwork towards first base. Might have a little bit more time, but the way the shifts have been employed in today's game, he occasionally touches shortstop. He occasionally touches second base, so I don't think this is a stretch.
Williams giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. Now at the plate, Ryan Sandberg, 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Ted Williams. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Schmidt in foul ground. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a foul tip held onto behind the. Here's J.D. Martinez. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Right fielder, J.D.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Guerrero has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping into the box, Matt Kemp. And that diamond rating on his card isn't just for show. It'd be tough to argue he's anything but one of the game's best players. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here it comes. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2.
And we'll have to leave it there. Settling in now, Mike Piazza. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-1. Swing and a line drive. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he is into third base with a triple. His third hit this afternoon. Striding in, Trevor Bauer. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Number 13 will come off the bench in a great RBI spot as he's got a runner at third here and nobody out. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Piazza at third with nobody out. Misses, ball 2. Now another 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Down the first baseline, making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. High in the air out to center field. Kemp has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. So striding in, Vladimir Guerrero. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Martinez has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. Oh-2 pitch to Junior. And that sinking fastball didn't sink. It stayed high. Line toward the alley in left center. Williams is there, and he'll make the... Josh Hader is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Missed with a slider.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got it.
2-1 to count. Two and two.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that just misses inside. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into right field for a single. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning. Now at the plate, Darren O'Day. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Brett leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And even 1-1 count to Bautista. He takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And the 3-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out with a man at first. Fouled away. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch on its way. And that one got a piece of him. Stepping up now, Ted Williams. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. 1-0 the count. Nelson Cruz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That Wade Davis gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
Third baseman, Albert.
1 strike to Pujols.
Now playing left.
And that one just missed outside.
Nelson Cruz.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Sinker, 3-2 now. Babe Ruth waits on deck. And a great pitch there as Pujols swings and misses, and it's always a sigh of relief when you can set him down.
First baseman, number 3.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw will get him at first, and Davis is looking good here. 2 gone. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Andrew Miller. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Stan Musial will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Two out, nobody on. Popped him up. Musial is there. And that's the 3rd out. Dennis Eckersley has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. So striding forward now, J.D. Martinez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Hit back up the middle. Sandberg takes it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stan Musial. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Shatters the bat as this is hit to third. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. So here's Matt Kemp now. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. 4-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Junior's in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. Ready now, Ryan Sandberg. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Second baseman.
Slow roller back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Now at the plate, Ted Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Martinez to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Now the relay home, and the ball's waiting for him, and he's out at the plate as he pretty much just ran out of gas out there. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mike Piazza tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And no swing apparently, ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there. The 1-2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Griffey going back on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready once again, Mike Schmidt. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Now batting, George Brett. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Griffey Jr. is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.